line this up, no?
Yeah, come on, Tina Turner.
Simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than everyone.
Alright, it's finished. That's it.
This beautiful lady. While everyone.
Siranjuwa, era penile
සැලෙන හැටියගේ සොඳුරු නිලියා පෙනාලේ දරකටම හැඩකාරිය උදර කැඟිලි සැලෙන හැටියගේ උදරට නිලිය හැඩ වගේ රට නිලියක සැලෙන හැටියගේ මල්කනි ගොන්නට පොර කන වීන සිරංචුව වාගේ ඉර කැඟිලි සැලෙන හැටියගේ උදරට නිලිය හැඩ වගේ රට නිලියක සැලෙන හැටියගේ සිරංචුව වාගේ ඉර කැඟිලි සැලෙන හැටියගේ
My grandma, Ranjani. 80 years is an incredible milestone, and whilst I've only been around for 19 of them, I've seen how much of a positive impact she's had on her friends, her family, and her students as well. It doesn't feel that long ago that my siblings and I were playing in the water, out the water, and guess the capital city, if you can remember that, Granny. A classic game that was always somehow way too competitive. When Granny came over as kids, it was always the best time. She'd treat us to slushies, even though it would be behind Mum's back, and introduced us to gambling by buying us scratchy tickets. Not too sure Mum knows about that, but these days, not too much has changed, although the scratchy tickets have been upgraded to asking if we can swing by the pokies on the way home. And whilst she needs a bit of help getting into the car and up our ridiculously steep driveway, although she does a good job, whilst the moment Elvis, Madonna or ABBA come on, she miraculously turns into prime Mick Jagger. And you won't see her anywhere else but the dance floor. That's just who she is, full of fun, never taking things too seriously, and always bringing out a bit of chaos in the best possible way. Hopefully it's something, honestly, it's something I really admire and hope to carry with me too throughout the rest of my life. So once again, thank you all for coming. I know many of you have travelled far to be here, and it means a lot. For a night like this, I think we can all agree it's worth it. So here's to Ranjani. Let's celebrate her properly with music and dancing as she would want it. And let's make this a night she won't forget. And I'll pass you on to Harry.
Granny. But one important thing I love about her is her encouragement and support, helping me with my academics and schoolwork. Without her tutoring me in my primary school years, I don't think I would have been set up with the basics I needed to help me in my senior school years. At the end of the day, she is an amazing teacher, something that I truly admire her for. She has given me a strive and determination to do my best at school, and she's honestly a big influence in my life. Other than her wit, her humour is also something I love her for. Just as Ben said, she's always found her way dancing around in the living room to ABBA and Elvis with her ridiculously loud phone. This never fails to make me laugh, and she sometimes convinces me to dance with her. For those of you who haven't seen her dancing yet, which I doubt there's very many few of you, you'll see her dancing her way tonight. Another thing I love about her is how she would always come into my room when I was younger, sit on the end of my bed and tell us stories about her life as a teacher, as well as her life in Sri Lanka, which she got to show me a bit of when I got to visit Sri Lanka last September. I'll keep it short, so I'll just say one final thing. Granny is so full of energy and fun, and I can't wait for her to be living closer to us. I know she has been looking forward to tonight and so excited, so I hope we can all make it a memorable night for her because she deserves it. So welcome and have lots of fun tonight. Thank you.
A little later. And I'm Ranjani Akka's cousin. I'll leave the Akka part now and later on I refer to her as Ranjani. And she was born in 1945, but when my parents got married in 47, she was the flower girl. So I had to make this trip all the way from Sri Lanka with my wife Lucky and my son Migara. And when she made a very, very funny request when she extended the invitation last September when she was in Sri Lanka. And she said, well, I want you to come for my 80th birthday. I said, yeah, we'll do it. But she said, no, I want you to come because you don't have to come for my funeral. So my wife said, we have to go. And when my wife says something, I have to say yes, you know. So that's why we are here. And made it a holiday as well. We have been now almost 2 weeks in Indonesia. And her mom and my dad are brother and sister, right? And they were from a family in Negombo. It's called Kochikade. It's about 25 miles from Colombo, for the ones who don't know Sri Lanka. Well, the 25th mile post was in front of their house, the Lokoto house. And the house was named Kirti because the brother's name was Kirti. And she is the eldest of a family of 7. And other members are also here. I'm glad to see Indrani from Germany, Pushpa from Germany, and then she always has the son, right, Dinesh Katriarachi. He is here all the way from China. Then we have Champika from Brisbane with family. Well, I remember the Patelos very well, right, because we were there for that wedding. I was a little fortunate, I think my wife and I have been fortunate. I happened to be there in Auckland for Dinesh's wedding, and we all happened to be in Scotland, right? Kingdom of Ely, and we experienced the Patelo's super entertainment we had in the lovely village of Ely in Scotland. So I was lucky that we have been able to celebrate this landmark. So I must say that my dad and her mom, I think Ranjani would recall, they were people of few words, not like us, right? They were very quiet, very sensible people, unlike us. And they were very proud to say that though we are not rich in wealth, we are rich in qualities. In other words, they used to say, we are good stock. You see? In other words, they said that. And though her family, she's the eldest, and there are 5 girls and 2 boys. Unfortunately, that is Ranjani, the eldest, and the mother was Anna Cabral, father was Mahalagi Cyril Perera, who hail from a very respectable family in Kochikade, who worked for the Her Majesty's Army, and Anna Cabral was a teacher, and the second was Indrani Akka, and then Premani, and then Kirti, who died a couple of years ago, then Pushpa, and now then
Upendra.
Upendra and Jivani. Unfortunately, Jivani, Upendra was Kotte, another about 7 miles away from Colombo, and it was that time a remote village. The year I was born in 60, and from there I believe she was there for quite some time. She was brought to Colombo to admit her to a good convent in Colombo, Holy Family Convent, one of the best Sri Lankan schools. Chatika also went to that school later on, and to do her HSC. Those days it was SSC and HSC, Senior Certificate and Higher Certificate, and she did a HSC at the convent, and from that time she was at our place. So she was like a sister to me, and for my father she was like a daughter, more than a niece, right? So she was there. From there she finished her A-levels, and then she started teaching at Holy Family, and there she thought that she was a good teacher, and she was indeed a very good teacher. And from there she went to a school in a little way near on the Kandy Road, Tolangamu Central College, one of the big schools in the area. And even from there, after that, she became a very senior teacher, and I think she was at St. Paul's Milagri also later on, and she became a top class educationist. Now, the time when she was in our place, I can remember, though I was a kid, it was only music for the teens. Right? They didn't talk about any other thing, I'm sure. But one thing I must tell you, she was a bossy person. Right? She was bossy. I think the other siblings would admit. Right? That's, you know, we all the husbands know that all the wives are bossy, but she was bossy from birth, I believe. Right? Because she had the superior nature in the area, because when you are an intelligent person, when you are smart, and even at that time getting into the university was not easy. So she was the first in our set of cousins, right? We have from our clan, the Cabral clan, we have a whole lot of cousins. And she was the eldest, the most senior cousin, and she the one who entered the university of, at that time it was Colombo University. And I can remember she had the exercise books. The Colombo University was in a circle, the logo. That's how I remember now it's called University of Colombo. And she got through with 5 flying colors, right? So that's because of that, she had that superior nature among everyone, right? She was treated as, you know, when you are good in your education, in your studies, they don't expect you to even to go to the kitchen, right? So she was always, you know, getting things done, right? In a very fairly easy manner. So I can remember the commonest thing they had at that time was talking about music. So we were in a remote village, the four houses down the lane, and 2 houses had to share a well. Very, very simple living. I think only in 1960 we got electricity to that house. There was no water service, so we shared the well. These ladies used to go, my sister Ranjani, and then there were a couple of girls from the adjoining house. So the meeting place was the well, bathing well. So they used to wear those cloth, and while bathing they used to talk about music and none other than music. Even no one was interested about politics, Trump like now. Now they were talking about music, and my brother was a Cliff Richard fan, and my sister was I think Ricky Nelson fan. She was Jim Reeves and Elvis Presley and the Beatles.
Yeah.
Right? And she was, mind you, out of all our cousins, the one who could speak English well. So she had posh friends in Colombo. Everything, all her friends from Colombo just talking about Auntie Sarah Singh, the boyfriend was Malua, I think they got married later.
Australia, Perth, Melbourne, Brisbane, New Zealand, Germany, Sri Lanka to celebrate my birthday. It's a long life, like 80 years is a long time. I'm not going to talk about my life, you'll be sitting there all day. I just want to start dancing. So to start off with, I have to thank my daughter and my son for being here, and the grandsons who are such wonderful people, and my son-in-law. They are so good to me. I actually miss my husband every day, though they don't know. I just escape from the missing part. Everybody thinks I'm happy, I'm doing things. No, every day, every minute it comes back. It doesn't go away. That's the way it is. So, if you lose your partner, you lose half of your life. That's what it is. Anyway, secondly, I want to thank my beautiful sisters. I'm so happy they are here. Lakudangi and Pushpa. Not that I got on with them all the time. They were sometimes ups and downs, but they are my sisters. So sometimes my daughter, Champika, will say, "Are you talking to Pushpa?" I say no. Then she will say, go on, talk to me. I said, no, that's fine. Anyway, that's what it is. You're sisters, and you're going to be sisters all your life. It's never going to change. Then Harsha. Actually, I almost grew up with him in my teenage years, early 20s. Mama and Minananda were very good to me. I was staying there. I wasn't paying rent. I wasn't paying anything. I was going to university. They took over to keep me and send to the university because we lived far away. In that time, there were no hostels. Even if there were hostels, I wonder whether my parents would afford to do that. So I was staying with them, and they just treated me like their own sister, or Mama and Minananda. They were like my own auntie and uncle. I really thank them, and thank you, Harsha. I loved your speech as well. And Lakmali came into his life, and she also treats us like that, never changing or any different. I'm so happy Migara is here, being a young boy who wants to go to an 80th birthday. He made
Harsha's
it
son.
so good.
Yeah.
And Tamara again, that dance was so good. I knew it. I'm a teacher. I know the skills. I called Tamara and I sent her a message and said, Tamara, can you dance at my party? She said, Auntie, I'll see. Then she never confirmed, but she kept on saying, I'll see. Then when I saw her yesterday, I said, what's happening? Is it good?
Yeah,
she
got
said
several
yes.
bookings.
She said yes. And I was so happy. And Kamil for coming as well. Then my Caram Downs crowd, they are like my backbone. If anything happens to me, they are there for me. So I was there living in Caram Downs 16 years without my husband, all by myself. Prajit, Jayakodi, Iggy and Shanti and what has happened again?
They went to
They're going to the toilet.
Shanti and Irani, all of them were there. If I had something sewing, I'll be going to Irani. Shanti will always give me dinner on a Monday. She will invite me. I said, Shanti, I can't come today. No, you have to come, Ranjini, and or she will bring the food for me because I did not cook. And I haven't cooked, so that's that. I'm not going to. That's what my son says. Dinesh says, you were treated like a princess from your parents, then my father took over and he treated you like a princess. Yes, I'll go on like that.